Alright. Let's try this for the third or fourth time. Seeing as first time the video got deleted. Second time, audio didn't come through. So this will be third. Big bitch. Alright. It's time to blow this popsicle stand. Anyways, guys, just leaving Saxapahal out here in North Carolina. Let's get it though. I'm going to head back home, bring the missus some food. Alright, anybody coming up? He's taking his time. Alright. Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining today's video. Name's Wildstar Moto. Bringing you content, videos, and shenanigans from lovely state of North Carolina. Y'all. Hopefully this time my audio comes through. I checked all the stuff. Anyways, let's see here. That. Alright, we're going this way. Anyways, my name's Mike, coming from you from the butt crack of North Carolina. We are currently on the way back to the homestead after grabbing some lunch for myself and the missus from Saxapahal, North Carolina, heading back to the Burlington, Elon area of North Carolina. Quick trip back and forth. But yeah, welcome. Thank you for joining. Glad to have you. This is my first video. Jumping in on the YouTube vlogging, motovlogging situation. It's a first for me. I've never really recorded anything that I've ever done in my life, but here we are. Anyways, I'm on my 2021 Road King special. Recently purchased about a little over a month ago. Been riding motorcycles for, I don't know, 10 years. Not that long, about 6 years to be honest with you. 10 years since I've gotten my motorcycle endorsements, but I didn't really buy a motorcycle for quite a bit of time. Started out on a Harley Sportster 883. Rode that for a while, just learning the basics, getting used to everything, and chopping it up. Made it completely changed the looks of that bike. Anyways, kept that for a while. Jumped in on a 2020 Lowrider S, and I had that for a while as well. Rode that all over the mountains and everywhere. Made it really my own, customized it with every part you can think of. Almost went to a full stage 4. Moved out here to the middle of nowhere, where there's a lot more riding in between spots, and I also decided to fully commit to just driving a motorcycle. No car, personally for me. My wife still has a car, so we still have something reliable to use, but this is my daily. But I decided to start looking at different bikes that would offer a little more comfort and a little more creature comforts overall for traveling and daily commuting. People would say, oh, you could do that on the Lowrider S, it's a perfect bike. Yes, it is. until you start riding for 2 hours at a time and your back starts to hurt pretty bad from the suspension and the size of the bike, what have you. Excuses, whatever. But anyways, I started looking at new bikes. Decided, you know, maybe it's time to start looking at a touring frame, since I am riding 200 to 500 miles a trip when I do go out for like rides. And I wanted something with hard bags. Oh, you could do the hard bags on the low rider wrist, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you can. They don't look good in my opinion. The Leather Pros are great and all. I didn't really care for the soft bag look, so I wanted hard bags. Well, get the Viking bags, blah. Yeah, I really considered it, but everybody that claims to know anything about motorcycles is like, don't do that, don't do that, oh god, no. They're super terrible and unreliable and look terrible and blah 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 blah. Well, though I try not to give in or read into that kind of critiques, I did. I also wanted something that actually really looks good on a bike that came from factory. So I decided to go look at some touring bikes. Looked at the Road Glide, looked at the Street Glide. Really liked those bikes. They rode really well. But as you guys will come to find out, I live on a quarter-mile long gravel road driveway, and muscling that kind of weight and faring up and down that on the daily is not ideal. So thought to myself, what else is there? What's the offer? Lo and behold, they had this pretty little black Road King Special sitting there. I was like, oh shit, let me ride that. I've ridden a Road King before. I rode one about 9-10 years ago when my dad offered me to ride his, so I took it for a ride. Instantly fell in love. There's nothing like this bike as far as handling and just comfort of just riding. So here I am, traded in the bike, got this, immediately slapped on a Road Warrior fairing, just because, you know, cafe biker for life. Nah, I really like the look of the Road Warrior. It allows me to still have a massive amount of visibility. Wind, obviously maybe not be ideal for the GoPro, but wind, it completely deflects it off my chest. It is hitting me about here on top of my helmet, but I'm not really getting any buffeting. I am getting a whistle in this stupid helmet. That's the helmet's design, not this, because as soon as I do this number, the wind stops, the whistling stops. Stupid Ruroc. Nah, I am rocking a Ruroc Atlas 2.0. I've had this helmet for a while. I know there's a lot of opinions back and forth on if this helmet's really worth the money. We can get into that to a later video, but as far as the whistling, it's there. Anyways, yes, Road King Special, got it, love it, have a lot of plans for it. Hopefully going to be doing the full stage 4 in the next year or so, maybe even less, depending on opportunities that arise. But besides that, yeah, here we are. Plans for the channel, I fully plan on making this a regular thing, showing you guys the hidden gems, hidden roads, local favorites of North Carolina and what we have to offer. I don't see a lot of content creators out here, so I figured, you know what, fuck it, let me do it. It's time to do this. I ramble a lot in my head. I have a lot of thoughts circling around and opinions, so why not? If anything, I'll do it for my own entertainment. If other people happen to like it, that's awesome. Let me take this right turn real quick. Whee! Aww. Anyways, but yeah, as we just came from a local favorite called Saxapahaw. It's a little village in North Carolina. The food, the famous restaurant they have there, comes out of a gas station, and I should have some footage. If not, I'll show you guys some footage. excuse me, another time, of the interior and the exterior. It's a really interesting place. It's a biker local favorite, and just in general, today it was fucking packed for a Tuesday on at 12 o'clock. But that's really all that's in the town. There's a school right there, as you guys would have saw, and then attached to that's a gas station and a restaurant, and then a butcher's market, and then a brewery, and then the ballroom. The ballroom is where they host lots of music venues and shows and stuff like that. Why is this person on my ass? Alright. Other than that, if you guys stick around long enough, I'm just going to show you this. I'll show you the sites every video to see what we have to offer. I do like to find hidden food places to eat, places to see. Recently I discovered a place called Lower Cascade Falls out on the Hanging Rock State Park. I do want to take you guys there just to show you what we have to offer. In the spirit of October and Halloween, there's a lot of haunted places to go to, local legends and favorites that I will fully plan on showing. Hopefully, time permits. The next ride I plan on, it's about a 2-hour ride, is to a village out west. It's in the mountains. Said to be haunted. I'm gonna, at least I'll be going. If not, I'll be taking a friend to get some sweet footage and pictures. There's also the famous Devil's Tramping Ground. I do wish to go there. Unfortunately, it's been bought and is now private property. There is no trespassing signs there. People say you can still go if you get permission from the owners. I'll try to reach out to them and seeing if we can get a moment just to video the spot. For people that don't know what that is, the Devil's Tramping Ground is a spot out here in North Carolina in the middle of the woods where no vegetation or anything grows in a certain area. It's regardless of what you try, nothing will grow. Also, the reason it looks like that, the legend says, is where the devil every night goes to dance. It's his little dancing area. And one of the really spooky facts, I've never witnessed this, but I have had friends that will swear up and down that it happened. If you place anything in the circle overnight, the next morning it will be put outside the circle, including people. So an interesting, that deer or dog, an interesting thing to go witness at least. They also say it is also haunted. You always get the feeling of being watched while you're out there in the middle of the woods on this particular area. So I want to go experience that myself. There's a couple of haunted bridges, hotels, things like that, all connected to some really nice roads out here in North Carolina. I want to share that with you guys. There's a guy fly fishing over there. Besides that, I take a lot of trips onto the Blue Ridge Parkway. I tend to stick to the northern part of it, which, cheating, not North Carolina, it's really Virginia at that point, but it's not really talked about much or shown. And I really want to show you guys that it has a lot to offer outside of the places closer to Asheville and below, you know, Boone, Asheville, Grandfather Mountain, things like that. The northern parts of it, I think, have just as much to offer scenic-wise, ride-wise. I think it's actually better riding, in my opinion. It's not just so slow, sweeping. It's more, you know, active, tight curves and stuff. I want to show that to you guys. Besides that, that's me. You guys can call me Mike or Wildstar. It doesn't matter to me. I know Wildstar is kind of weird to say, but you know, I've had that name for God knows how long. I actually named the channel Wildstar Moto years ago. I just never really did anything with it. I was like, yeah, I'd like to make videos. I made the channel and then never uploaded anything. But finally gathered up the balls to do it off of a recommendation and comment from someone I follow YouTube wise. She said, you know what, why don't you go do it? Because I was asking, man, I wish someone would video and make good content out here in North Carolina and blah blah blah. We have a lot to offer. And he's like, well, you can go do that, can't you? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, not much someone to entertain people like this, but hey, fuck it, let's try. Hey, oh, I don't know what just beeped at me, but let's see here. I think it was my Senna. Thought I charged it, maybe I didn't. Outside of all that fun stuff, where do you guys come from? If anybody happens to watch this, what places would you guys like to see or experience out here in North Carolina? There's the state's pretty large. I've ridden everywhere and continuing to ride everywhere. I discover new things all the time, but tell me, what would you guys like to see? I'm here to please, to entertain. I am a kind of a quirky, weird guy, but hey, fuck it. You gotta be to do these kind of things, I suppose. A little bit more about me, because I love talking about myself. Local nerd. I'm into games, movies, sci-fi, fantasy, things like that. I am a DM or dungeon master for my local group of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. We play twice a week. A lot of crazy, weird things going on in that. Outside of that, I watch a lot of anime. Currently rocking a My Hero Academia shirt. I don't know if you guys can see that. If not, you just have to take my word on it. Might put off some people, but hey, fuck it. I live for myself, not for anybody else. Besides that, just a normal guy. I got 2 kids and a wife, dog, 3 cats, several fish. Those are my wife's. Out here living life, surviving the pandemic and post-pandemic, I guess you could say. Me and my wife both work from home currently, so it makes this kind of thing a little bit easier to do. That's a bad pothole. But yeah, that is me. Nimble bike. I think we're passing through Graham currently. Is this 87? It is 87. North Carolina has a lot of this to offer, by the way, if anybody cares. A lot of small towns, a lot of old towns stuck in the 50s, which is charming, in my opinion. There's the downtown, or not downtown, the city center, town center. Fuck it, I can't even think right now. I'm not gonna, just gonna pull up a little bit. Right, yellow. Ooh, it's getting a little nippy. Nippy, I mean, it's like 70. It's getting to the point where I need a jacket. I should be wearing a jacket regardless, safety reasons. I just bought me an expensive ass jacket and I don't even wear it. We will be going to the Blue Ridge Parkway to witness. I've actually never seen this. Ooh, look at that. The fall color changing the colors on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I do want to see that. It's supposed to be very pretty. Hopefully you can convince my parents to go. My parents ride. They currently ride a trike due to the fact that my father lost his leg about it was right before my son was born, my oldest son, 6 years ago. Since then, he's been riding a trike, getting through it. Maybe I can convince him to make the trip to go see that stuff with me. But I do want to video that It's definitely, from what I've been told, a sight to see. The changing of the leaves on the Blue Ridge Parkway is supposed to be spectacular. Excellent. All right. A lot of scooters out here. I asked my wife that maybe a week or two ago, as we were driving in the car. It's like, there's a lot of people riding scooters around here, and she was quick. It's like, that's because everybody's an alcoholic out here and they all lost their license. That makes sense, I guess. Not really a good reason, but whatever. I mean, scooters are cheap, I guess, and people need transportation here and there, so. Let's see. Future plans for the bike. Let's talk about that for a minute. So currently, this Road King Special is pretty much stock outside of the Empire Collection grips and floorboards. Fully plan on doing a stage 1 I already have the tuner and everything. I need to get the new cable, and I need to get the renewed license, because that tuner is still locked in on my Lowrider S, but you can just buy an additional license for another bike. I'm going to do that. It's cheaper than buying a whole nother unit, so fuck it. And they already said, yeah, the unit I have is completely compatible. It just needs the cable and the license part. Awesome, cool. So I'm going to do that. I just haven't done it yet. I've been lazy. I've been waiting for me to make the decision on what pipes I want to go with. I'm currently heavily looking into the Tab Performance, the BAM sticks with the zombie baffles. I would go no baffles, but you know, gotta have some kind of back pressure. I will be doing the full header pipes as well eventually. That's just expensive. I never knew for the touring bikes that you know like $700 to $800 for a full exhaust system for my Lowrider S. It's like $1,600 for a lot of different sets on this bike. I'm like, good Jesus, I can go with just a 2-to-1 pipe on this. Yeah, sure. You know, I go with the, what did I have? The TVRs again. I had the TVR slash cuts, the stainless steel. That looked really nice. But, oh, there's a Walmart. Fancy that. But no, there's an aesthetic thing I want to please on this bike. I want to keep some of the aesthetics. But so yeah, I'm going to go with I'm heavily considering the BAM sticks for the mufflers and then the head pipes. But if you guys have any recommendations or of what to look for, I'm looking for loud, aggressive. I would like a deep sound. I don't think the Tab Performance are super deep, but you know, something that if it's bone shattering, not ear shattering, bone shattering, that would be something right up my alley. Because I like to be obnoxious. I'm not a proponent of saying loud pipes save lives, but at the same time, I like to be heard. I like to be annoying. I like people to know that I'm riding a big old pig. Watch out. Some Final Destination shit right here. Here we go. Besides that, I will also be changing out the air cleaner. I might keep the stock air box, but at least do the K&N air filter. Harley says this is a high flow air cleaner. I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. I like the look of it. It's easy to change the badging on it for the 131, so I might just keep it, just, you know, for aesthetic purposes, if it provides the performance. Next up after that, I will definitely be doing a cam. I'm not going to do the 550 cam or anything like that on this bike. That's a little too aggressive in my opinion. But I definitely will do like I can't remember that, like the 470 cam, 475. I'd have to look at what the S&S offers again. I'm pretty much sold in the S&S due to recommendation and also experiencing them. As far as if I'll do chain or gear, I might do the gear just because we're going full stage 4 eventually. I have a local shop here, which I'm sure will be featured in the video eventually, or excuse me, the videos, the channel. Local guy, I'd say he's a friend. He's done a lot of work on my bike when I don't want to have to do anything. Mainly like oil changes and any kind of, when I did my bars and stuff on my last bike, I did the 9.5 inch risers and everything. At the time I didn't know how to depin the wires or anything, and I didn't want to fuck up, you know, one of the main components of a bike that deals with handling and comfort. So I let him do that, but he's a really good guy. He does good prices and treats everybody fairly. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm going to do the cam, and then from there, you know, the full changing out the push rods, the tappet cut, you know, that whole thing. I don't know if I'll feature all the steps on that channel because I'm not super comfortable working on an engine at the time. Who knows, we might try it, fuck it. But and then from there, stage 4, I want the 131. I know people is like, oh, do the SNS, blah blah blah, do the SNS 128, blah blah blah. No, I would like the 131 from Harley. Just preference, really. I like the sound. I've ridden it. It's fits my needs for the high-end power, the upper range of the RPM range for power on the highway. The 131 does really well. It looks nice, in my opinion. I know guys like, who cares if it looks nice? I care. I want my bike to look nice until it's not. I mean, I beat the shit out of my bike a lot of times, but still, I like everything to have an aesthetic look. But yeah, that's the plans. I don't know if I'll change bars. I've gone back and forth. Do I want to keep this height or go up to the Z bars or ape hangers? Kind of go back and forth on that. Whee! It's a little bit of a curve for you for the day. Might need to like tilt or tighten this fairing just a little bit. I think something's gotten a little loose. I don't know if it's gotten loose, but it's every now and then shaking on the headlight, and it's making a sound, which is not a big deal, but at the same time it can be it's a little, you know, for my perfectionist heart, a little concerning. Turn signal. Must be a competent driver. Anybody coming? No. Alright. Well, let's leave it to some B-roll of just showing you the quick bit of the route rest of the way home of what we have to offer. I'll cut back when I get home and go from there. It was good talking to you guys, and see you soon. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the ride, the sights. Again, my name is Wildstar Moto. You can call me Mike. We will try to be uploading every Tuesday or Wednesday of every week, to the best of my ability. If you enjoyed the ride, the video, the commentary, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It would greatly appreciate it and help me to persuade myself to keep doing this. Even though I'm going to do it for myself, it's nice to know that people are out there enjoying what I have to offer. But yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe. Enjoy your time out here in this beautiful weather as winter is coming. Off-roading on a Road King. Some leaves there for you. With that, I bid you good day. Peace.